go in and create the canvas on another layer, and I fill it in with the background color, and then from there Alright, welcome back. On this video I'm gonna just go over a few things about painting with the grid, and this may also apply to if you don't use the grid at all. This is a photo that I'm working on right now, and this is how I get started, is duplicating the grid after I create the grid on the photo, and then on the right I have a duplicate of the grid. And the first thing that I do is I use the marquee tool and actually go in and create the canvas on another layer, and I fill it in with the background color, and then from there I go to my brush tool, and the background, when you have the canvas on here, you're going to click on this right here, and that's so you can paint within the boundaries of the canvas. So after I have the canvas here, what I do is choose a brush, and my brush is set on 51% at the top opacity, and the hardness is somewhere in the middle, and I make the brush as big as I want to make it or as small. What I do is create some broad brush strokes. See, I have the background, and then I start making some marks, and they are square by square going, and I'm not putting in full details. I'm being very loose about it. See how I just get some light areas and dark areas, and I'm just working really loose, and that's so I just know where all the features of the subject is. That's what you do even when you're doing traditional art. You'll see painters just going through and just marking all the places where everything is, and you're just putting in blocks of details, and you just build onto that, and you see this looks really, really rough, and this is how you start. And you'll see that it helps you to get all the details in the right places, the right proportions and everything, and you make big broad strokes at the beginning, so it already looks like the subject. But then later on, what you'll do is increase the size of the canvas and the grid. You can either put it in a totally different document. It means opening up a new window and actually going in and increasing the size of the canvas and the grid, and then you can split the windows so you can still see the subject, the photo, and you can see your canvas and what you're painting. And then you can go in and put even more details. But just remember, you have to increase the size so that you have enough pixels to put those details in. So just keep that in mind as you start your painting, what you're going to have to do even ahead of time. So yeah, block in all the details, block in all the shapes and the colors. And when I'm doing the colors, I'm actually borrowing from the photo. And if it doesn't look quite like the color that you want, like when you pick it, and picking colors, you hold Alt, and you see a little eyedropper or a dropper there, and you just click, and it chooses that color off the photo, and then you start painting those areas. And I have a low opacity so that I can gradually bring in those colors. And then as I gradually do it, I can pick the colors in between as I paint and, gradually put in those color transitions and everything. So this is just how I start. And when you're not using a grid, you're still doing the same thing. You're blocking in all the shapes and everything and putting them in places where, they're most, as accurate as you can. So, but a grid is just a guide. That's all it is. And then it's up to you how you put in the details and the colors. So enjoy practicing and getting your photos, your photo references, and seeing what you can do. And you can create your grid however way you want and have fun with it. So thanks for watching. Make sure to like, subscribe, and ring that notification bell. Share it with others, and also comment and even give your pointers and your tips. So, and this photo is from Rick the Muse 2, and you can find him on Instagram and check him out. He has a lot of photos that are very unique and beautifully shot. So I think they're real interesting and real cool. So, all right. Well, y'all have a nice day. Peace.